You know the drill. After weeks of holiday feasting, come January, we swear off carbs, fat, booze, and sugar and slog through kale salads and chicken breasts for days on end. Indulging occasionally is fine, and even necessary, to prevent feelings of deprivation, which could lead to binge. According to Atlanta-based personal trainer Katie Wells, pre-portion snacks into individual servings and place them in containers or bags before you sit down to watch TV. That way, when you open the container, you know exactly how much you're having. After the holidays, according to nutritionist Kate Patton, the best approach is to eat plenty of fiber-rich fruits, veggies, lean protein, and whole grains. Fiber helps you feel full longer, aids digestion, and supports healthy blood sugar levels, which can help you avoid cravings for sugary foods. Protein also keeps you feeling full and satisfied. And complex carbohydrates like whole grains provide sustained energy throughout the day. Maybe you loved going to spin class during the fall, but now the spinning studio feels like a distant memory. The same goes for getting back on track after the holidays. Often we tend to think black or white, all or nothing. Many people believe that carbohydrates are the enemy, so they slash pasta, bread, and rice from their diet completely. This can lead to nutrient deficiencies and fatigue, not to mention cravings and binges. Going from indulging during the holidays to restricting calories and nutrients in January can be a shock to your system. As Dr. Anderson explains, the yo-yo dieting back and forth leaves us with a confused metabolism, triggering hunger, cravings, and fatigue. Instead, focus on balance. Gradually reduce portion sizes, increase fruits and vegetables, and incorporate regular physical activity. As Beth Warren explains, carbs aren't the enemy. We need carbs, but we want to choose the right kinds of carbs. Overtraining can also cause fatigue, irritability, and impaired sleep. So listen to your body and take rest days when needed. It can also disrupt your metabolism and cause blood sugar fluctuations. Focus on overall health and well-being. Do you have more energy? Are you sleeping better? These are all important factors to consider. Aim for 3 balanced meals a day, plus snacks if needed. Instead of cutting carbs completely, focus on consuming complex carbohydrates such as brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat bread. These carbs provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals, while keeping you feeling full. Start by setting realistic goals. Don't try to overhaul your entire lifestyle in a matter of days. Focus on making small, sustainable changes that you can maintain over time. And remember to be patient. It takes time to develop new habits and break old ones. Don't get discouraged if you slip up. Just get back on track and keep moving forward. Finally, celebrate your successes along the way. Whether you stick to your healthy eating plan for a week or go for a personal best in your workout, take the time to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements. By celebrating your wins, no matter how small, you'll stay motivated and inspired to keep going. Also, remember that carbs are essential for energy, so don't deprive yourself completely. Enjoying carbs in moderation can help you satisfy your cravings and prevent binge. Either we've been perfect angels for weeks, or we indulge just once and we've blown our plans for the whole week. But that kind of thinking is harmful. When we make mistakes, we beat ourselves up, which leads to discouragement and burnout. Try an online workout video instead. Or, if you prefer solo workouts, join a fitness class where you can socialize with friends. Let us see January as a time to start fresh and make healthier choices rather than a time to pay for our indulgences from December. And don't put too much emphasis on the number on the scale. It doesn't tell the whole story. No one crashed dieting. Cutting calories too aggressively can leave you feeling hungry, fatigued, and irritable. Plus, it can slow your metabolism and lead to nutrient deficiencies. As Dr. Anderson explains, when we restrict food intake, we send our bodies into survival mode, triggering stress hormones like cortisol. Instead, aim for a gradual calorie reduction of 250 to 500 calories per day. This can help you achieve your weight loss goals without sacrificing your health or well-being. You may not see immediate results, but that doesn't mean your efforts are futile. Focus on how you feel, both physically and mentally. Are you sleeping better? Do you have more energy? Are you feeling stronger? These are all signs that you're moving in the right direction, even if the scale isn't budging. Find activities you enjoy and that fit into your busy schedule. Aim for variety and consistency. You can also buy pre-portioned trail mixes or single-serving packages of nuts and seeds. Instead of going cold turkey on your favorite comfort foods, replace unhealthy versions with nutritious alternatives. Well, as with diet, the answer is balance. It's important to stay active after the holidays, but don't overdo it. According to Wells, try to aim for 150 minutes of moderate-intensity aerobic activity per week, along with strength training exercises targeting all major muscle groups twice a week. She suggests starting slow, especially if you've been less active during the holidays. Take a brisk walk for 20 minutes a day or do some light yoga to ease back into your fitness routine. Remember, it's better to start slow and build up gradually than to push yourself too hard and risk injury or burnout. For example, swap out white bread for whole grain bread, butter for avocado, mayonnaise for Greek yogurt. and soda for sparkling water with a splash of juice or flavored water. Patton adds that she's a fan of setting realistic goals. Don't go from hot dogs and macaroni and cheese to salads and chicken breasts overnight. Start by adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet. Then slowly introduce other healthy options. By making small changes, you'll be able to stick to your healthy eating plan in the long run. And when it comes to those leftover holiday cookies, save them for a later day and stick the container in the back of the freezer. So you have to dig deep to get to the goods. Registered dietitian Kate Patton says, "I always say there are no bad foods, only bad habits. We can make better choices most of the time without labeling foods as off-limits or making them forbidden. It's okay to eat the whole bag of Halloween candy, but then get back on track at the next meal." Every January, millions of people jump straight into diets to undo the Christmas indulgence. But after weeks of effort, the scale barely moves. So why does the January detox fail so often? Holiday stress can trigger emotional eating, making us want to turn to our favorite comfort foods and drinks. And the joy of sharing a bottle of wine with friends and family is part of the holiday tradition. However, alcohol contains empty calories and can sabotage weight loss efforts. Not to mention that alcohol interferes with your sleep quality, which also plays a big role in hunger and satiety hormones. If you're trying to lose weight, consider cutting back on the booze until you reach your goal. As a reward, treat yourself to a non-alcoholic beverage you enjoy, like a fancy mocktail. To find out, we asked trainers and dietitians to weigh in with their top tips for getting back on track after the holidays. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room. It won't do any harm to enjoy them, but if you're finding it hard to stop at 1 or 2 helpings, try these tricks. Now let's address the other elephant in the room, all that wine you may have enjoyed this holiday season. Next, you might be wondering, what should I be eating? In addition, registered dietitian Beth Warren recommends reintroducing healthy foods gradually. And what about exercise? Should you train twice a day to make up for all that holiday indulgence? But if you're still struggling to get back into your workout routine, try switching things up. We mentioned earlier the importance of mindset when it comes to long-term success with weight loss and wellness. As New York-based psychologist Dr. Karen Anderson puts it, we need to be patient and kind to ourselves. Speaking of patience, let's discuss the classic post-holiday resolution, cutting out carbs. So we've covered a lot of general advice, but let's talk specifically about the diet and exercise mistakes that can sabotage your post-holiday progress. Mistake no. 2. Going from feast to famine. Mistake no. 3. While it's important to stay active, working out too much can lead to burnout, injury, and hormonal imbalances. Mistake no. 4. Skipping meals. Skipping meals can lead to overeating later on and making poor food choices. Mistake no. 5. Focusing solely on the scale. While weight loss is a common goal, it's not the only measure of success. So now that you're aware of the common mistakes to avoid, let's wrap this up with some final words of wisdom.